First make a new material and name it fabric, then press Shift plus A and tap on search, then type magic. Select the magic node and press Ctrl plus T to add coordinates and mapping node. Change coordinates output to UV, then press Shift plus A again and search for bump node. Connect magic node's color output to bump height and connect normal to normal. Increase the magic texture scale to your liking. Adjust the roughness. Then you can give it a color. Don't forget to adjust the bump values until it looks normal. And you're done. You can try adding different pattern textures to make it look even better. First make a new material and name it concrete, then press Shift plus A and add a noise texture, then press Ctrl plus T to add mapping and chords nodes. Change the chords output from generated to object, then add a color ramp, connect it to noise texture's color output and then connect color to color. Adjust the color ramp color to your liking. Then add a bump node and connect color ramp to its height input and connect normal to normal. Then adjust the details and roughness values on the noise texture and adjust the bump distance and you're done. First create a material and name it leather. Then you can give it any color you like. I'm gonna give it a nice brown color. Then press Shift plus A and search for Voronoi and add it. Press Ctrl plus T to add coordinates and mapping node. Change chords input from generated to UV. Then search for bump node and put Voronoi's distance output into bump height and connect normal to normal. Adjust the size of the Voronoi texture. Invert the bump node and adjust the bump values. First create a material and name it wood. Press Shift plus A and search for noise texture and add it. Then press Ctrl plus T to add UV and mapping nodes. Change coordinates output to UV and add a color ramp node. Connect noise texture's factor output to color ramp and add color ramp's output to color in principal BSDF. Add some noise detail and scale, then scale up the noise texture in X-axis using mapping node. Adjust the color ramp and give it some colors like I'm doing it here. Now add a bump node, and put noise texture's output to bump height and connect normal to normal. Adjust the height and strength values and you're done. First create a new material and name it rough metal. Then add a noise texture and then press Shift plus T while selecting the noise texture node to add coordinates and mapping nodes. Switch the chord output to object and then adjust the scale, details and distortion values on the noise texture node. Then add a color ramp and connect factor output of noise texture to color ramp. Then connect the color ramp to roughness. Turn metallic value up. Adjust the color ramp sliders and colors to make it shiny or rough. Then add a bump node and connect color ramp to bump height and connect normal to normal. Adjust the strength and distance value and you're done. First create a material and name it water, then press Shift plus A and add a noise texture. Press Ctrl plus T to add mapping coordinates nodes. Change coordinates output to UV, then press Shift plus A and add a bump node. Connect noise factor to bump height and connect normal to normal. Adjust the distance value. Adjust the noise scale and distortion. Give it a nice color and change metallic value to 1. Lower the roughness. You can give it transmission and lower the alpha value and you're done.